and, of course, save it. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Kent State's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally...
He's going to take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Right back to the well. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Whoa, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. He'll take a shot. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
He's got it on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Parker. Fires to the big fella.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They're bringing heat. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got his man downfield. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking for a man. It's Parker. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
And that pass picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
It's not easy. When those quarterbacks are on the move to set their feet, square their shoulders, it's a difficult task. That's why defensively you want to do this. You want to flush guys outside of the pocket, get them on the move, cut off half the field, put them in a little more predictable situation, and try to make that INT.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Parker. Finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden fashion. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Stanford. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now they'll run the draw. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Golden flashes with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Parker. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Can't hang on. He muffs it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They're going to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinal.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
42, Kent State, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Scanning the field, it's Parker. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Number 17, in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Pierre. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to...
Touchdown, Cardinal! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Kent State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Dropping back, it's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, he got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down markers.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The RPO fired complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Kent State! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Pulls it in. It's Pierre. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Stanford 63, Kent State 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He works that one in nicely. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. To the air, it's Parker. Working the middle, it's complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He'll just keep slinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, golden flashes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. He fires to the left side, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Parker. He makes the connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They want to just keep throwing it. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They're working that left side.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the air. It's Parker. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Makes a move. Bulldozes him. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Feeling some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Snatches it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Stanford.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Coming after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They
unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch it?